Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. It's a pleasure talking to you this morning. My name still remains Oby Udeze, your regular host. I bring you greetings to wherever you are watching from. Today we are starting a new book of my daddy, The Shadow of the Almighty. From this book we'll be looking at the topic, the shadow of the Almighty. God produces shadow, but only from his secret place. The secret place of God is the hiding place of his revelation, vision, and strength. God casts shadow of security from his hiding place of power and majesty. But does a spirit really produce shadow? Spirits can't produce shadows because they are formless. The shadow of God is a revelation or vision through which he elects and incarnates a man. It is also the word of liberty and promises which identifies the person of God in a man. Since a spirit can produce shadows, it doesn't also produce shadow for men. A man must be a hiding place for other men from storm, tempest, and violence of a wide nature. The protection or security we need from God most of the time is provided for us in other men. This ideological work of revelation is ready to produce answers to many questions. It is pointing to a man as a shadow of covering for other men. God hides in the shadow of revelation to declare men untouchable. He has much respect for secrets that he makes bare to seeking hearts. He separates and elects people in their strides to grow beyond the immediate ladder of revelation. It will take men who treasure themselves to come to the hill of knowledge, of protection and security, which revelation provides. When the act of God is misunderstood, men are plunged into lasting slavery and depravity. What God provides for men from men must be received in the light of its truths. God must depend on men to cast shadow that protect other men. And he believes that he has protected us when he provided shadow for us in men. Therefore, human shadows are the economy of security and protection, which God provides for men in times of violence and tumult. It is possible to live without fear when we recognize the place of revelation in shielding men. God abides in what he has revealed through a man to protect others. Therefore, protection and security answer more to knowledge than prayers. God has a command to protect tabernacles of revelation according to Proverbs 22 verse 12. He declares the power of his omnipotence from his secret place. The shadow of the Almighty is figurative in its expression and symbolic in interpreting the encounters of God in men. When a man stands before the sun, he will produce shadows. The shadow is produced because the man stood before the sun. Whatsoever that stands and casts shadow is protected from the sun. This implies that God protects men from the shadow of a man who stands before the sun. When spirits want to cast shadows, they tabernacle in men. Because spirits don't have tabernacles or form. The place where men stand to cast shadow is called the secret place of the Most High. Man leans on the oars of revelation and secrets, which God provides to form a hiding place for other men. God believes that he has solved the problem of security when he provides hiding place for men. You don't need to be afraid when you can find a particular hiding place which God has provided. However, we need to know that men hide themselves in a house of revelation before they can provide shadows for others. God planned the security of men and their shield before he created them. But it is the duty of men to discover whatsoever God has provided for them and receive the knowledge on how to take them. The shadow of God will always be the shadow of men who discover their hiding place in God through revelation. God has an answer to every kind of challenge that will come our way. He knows the end from the beginning. God can't be embarrassed because he is not taken by surprise. He lives in a planned life. God carries out only what he planned in predestination. The secret place of God is in his hiding place. God produces shadow from his secret place. The secret place of God is a place of revelation. God depends on what he has revealed to men to protect others. It is in his hill of revelation that men stand to cast shadows for other men. If you are having challenges of insecurity, you must discover a hiding place in the shadow of revelation. Whatsoever God hides is meant for men to devour. The reason God is invisible is because he hides in what he knows. God masqueraded in the omnipotence of his revealed truth to cast shadows of protection and security for men. The strength of God to protect men is in what he has revealed to them. Access to new truth is a divine privilege that God reserves only for those who know that they are always revelation to receive from God. As long as God is in heaven and man is on earth, there are always new things to learn from God. Therefore, the majesty and invisibility of a seeking generation is imparting their future in the things that God reveals. Those who desire to live boldly on earth must find hiding place in the secret place of God and man. Thank you for listening. We have come to the end of today's episode. I will see you same time next week. Bye.